It's a daunting task for the Bella Vista Broncos tonight as they welcome Capital Valley Conference and Sac Joaquin Section powerhouse Inderkum to town tonight for tonight's matchup in the Capital Valley Conference. Inderkum comes into the game with a 4-0 league record, but are coming off a rough outing this past Saturday, losing to San Ramon Valley 78-57. A team that's now 16-3. That game was at the Martin Luther King Jr. weekend basketball event at Miramati High School in Contra Costa County. Bella Vista, meanwhile, coming off a rough outing of their own, falling 56-30 this past Thursday in Roseville. Good evening, everybody. George Tharlson with you from Bella Vista High School here in Fair Oaks. Before we start talking about this game tonight, we have to bring you up to date on what just transpired on this floor. We are getting a late start tonight because the JV game ran long. A very spirited matchup between Bella Vista and Inderkum. And if you know anything about Inderkum, you know that they are a powerhouse in just about every sport. Well, the Bella Vista Broncos JV team took them down to the wire tonight. They had a 5-point lead in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, they saw that slip away, but in the final 10 seconds, found themselves with possession down by 3. And unfortunately for Bella Vista, that 3-point shot went a little bit long off the rim. Inderkum was able to convert at the buzzer one last shot and pull out a 59-54 victory in the JV game tonight. But it was a really exciting matchup between these two schools, and the crowd was really into it. It was really, really cool to see. Whether we see that again tonight in this varsity game, that remains to be seen. Inderkum a bit younger than what we have expected from them or what they were last year, but still a force to be reckoned with here in the Sac Joaquin section. The Tigers, by the way, feature size and a lot of it. They have 6 players 6'5" and above, including 6'10" senior Malik Johnson, number 34, who averages 6.5 points and 4.2 rebounds per game. And there's his brother, 6'9" junior Malachi Johnson, number 14. He's at 9.6 points and 3.2 rebounds per contest. And they're not even the leaders of this team in those two categories. They're just the 2 tallest players on the floor and very talented at that. As far as the leaders, that distinction belongs to number 4, Talon Goodman. Talon Goodman is a 6'7" junior who puts up 13 points and hauls down 4.5 rebounds per game. He's also the team's leading shot blocker. Other names you'll want to listen for and watch for tonight during our live stream tonight regarding the Inderkum Tigers. 6'2" senior Jeremiah Butler, 13 points per game, is the second leading scorer. And there's this interesting note on this team with immense talent and size. The third leading scorer is 6'2" freshman Sincere Hudson at 12 points per game. He's also the third leading rebounder at 3.7 rebounds per game, trailing only Goodman and Malik Johnson in rebounds per game as far as the team leaders are concerned. But for a team that is regularly talented, has a rather significant talent level on their roster, and a good-sized roster at that, for a freshman to come in and make this bit of difference for the Inderkum Tigers is quite an accomplishment for Sincere Hudson. So we'll be looking forward to watching him tonight as this game transpires as well. For Bella Vista, the question is, how do you guard these guys? Don't be surprised if they spend a lot of time in the zone defense, which they do use frequently already, usually switch between man-to-man and zone throughout the game. Damian Rickett, of course, will lead the way for Bella Vista. His 18.9 points per game leads all players in the Capital Valley Conference. He'll need to come up big and avoid foul trouble if the Broncos are to pull off an upset tonight. And Mikey Simonian, of course, he seems to be all but recovered from that severe ankle injury that kept him out of 4 games in December. But he scored 13 points last Tuesday in the win over River Valley. It was held to just 4 in the loss to Wood Creek on Thursday. BV is hoping that Simonian can find the rhythm he had prior to the injury, had his points per game average in the high teens. His current average is 13.8 points per game. And it is interesting that Bella Vista's top 2 scorers both have averages higher than Inderkum's leading scorer. When last we joined you a week ago, we talked about how Broncos coach David Gonzalez wanted to see at least 3 different players in double-figure scoring. He got that last week with Jonah Wooden scoring 11 points along with Simonian's 13 and Ricketts' 34. The Broncos also look for strong rebounding and defensive play from Marcus Murch, along with Maxwell Prucher providing both defensive and offensive help off the bench. Where the Broncos will be hurting tonight is it's a question mark right now at game time, is the availability of Zachary O'Neal. Looks like he's going to play. We will see. They were going to warm him up and see what he might be able to do for the team tonight, but when we were given the starting lineup, he is not in the starting lineup. We'll double check and see if, in fact, that is the same starting lineup that we were given, and we will get the starting lineups ready to go for you here in just a few moments. You can hear the last bit of cheering going on here that we regularly get from the teams as they get ready to roll with all the action here as we get the game underway. So the Broncos, indeed, they will be starting Marcus Murch in place of Zachary O'Neal. It is Mikey Simonian, Jonah Wooden, Marco Trotzik, and Damian Rickett. We will pick up for you the Tigers starting lineup as they take the floor. 6'8" senior Bryce Buchanan is number 10. Number 14 is Malachi Johnson. He's stepping in to jump center against Marcus Murch. Number 4 is Talon Goodman, the leading scorer, rebounder, and shot blocker. Number 3 is Sincere Hudson, the 6'2" freshman, and number 0 is Jeremiah Butler, the 6'2" senior. So we're ready to get this one underway. And Inderkum controls to get things started. That's Hudson, the freshman, on Wooden. Nice move, loses the ball on the baseline, and that will go over to Bella Vista. Pressure defense, full court press from Inderkum, and a beautiful read and a steal and an attempt at a dunk, and it looked like he decided at the very last minute not to get it. Here's a long lead pass, goes to a Trotzik, he brings it in, and that's goaltending. That is goaltending on Bryce Buchanan, so that is 2 points for Bella Vista, and the Broncos get the early lead. Here's Hudson driving to the basket. He responds with 2 points of his own, so we are even now at 2 apiece. Bella Vista to retain possession. Inderkum controls the rebound. Here's Butler. And his finger roll goes down. Damian Rickett with the runner. That's 2 points and a 4-4 tie now with the Broncos and Inderkum. First point of the game for Taylon Goodman. And he gets the second as well. 2-point lead for Inderkum. Here's the pressure defense, and a Trotsik is going to be called for the travel. So they kind of had him trapped, Taylon Goodman and Jeremiah Butler, giving him all that he could handle, if not more. There's Butler with the rebound and the putback. So Butler with 4 points tonight. A steal again, and another shot and score by Taylon Goodman. We're going to get a timeout called here by the Bella Vista Broncos. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. So this is Hudson with the ball out near midcourt on Jonah Wooden. Hudson again forces it up. Johnson the rebound. That's Malachi. Goodman tries to power up a shot, and he draws the foul. So the athleticism and the height for Inderkum is showing here as they've built a 10-4 lead. Johnson the rebound. Malachi, he'll put one back up and in. So Goodman gets one of the two free throws. Malachi Johnson finds the rebound. Here's a steal by Hudson. The ball is out of bounds, and Bella Vista's going to get control. Bella Vista's just having a heck of a time getting the ball across the midcourt line. The height, the quickness, the athleticism, and the pressure defense is really hurting Bella Vista. We're going to get a foul in the backcourt, and of course it's a non-shooting foul, so Bella Vista will inbound again on the baseline. Here's Simonian. He'll get it across midcourt. Bella Vista hoping to set the offense. And they will get a break there on the long pass that goes out of bounds. So we are 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Bella Vista got the early lead at 2-0. It's been all Inderkum since. Rickett closed off. Here's Simonian. Got the opening, finds a path to the basket, draws the foul, and he will head to the free throw line. Simonian, by the way, is a 68% free throw shooter on the season. The odds tell us that he should make this free throw. And the odds are correct. Butler, that's Buchanan, reverse layup. First 2 points for Bryce Buchanan. Merchant front court, stepped on the sideline, and so that's a turnover for the Broncos. So some of the problems that the Broncos have had in the past, turnovers and giving up offensive rebounds, are hurting them tonight. But again, with Inderkum and their talent, and again, size and athleticism, we knew it was going to be a tough task. This is Butler. And Buchanan underneath, he can't get the shot to go. Another offensive rebound. Here's Butler again, tries to draw the foul, and finally Buchanan puts it back up and in. Bella Vista to retain possession. Here goes Buchanan again, and a slam dunk, two-handed flush. That gets the Inderkum crowd going here tonight. It's a 14-point lead. Here's Wooden, has his shot rejected. Simonian, he'll launch one from 16. That one's off. Zachary O'Neal playing tonight, didn't get the start because of a groin injury, but he's in the game right now, got that rebound. Ball on the sideline, it will go over to Inderkum. That's Shane Johnson that just took that three-point shot that's no good and now put back up and in. I think it was Malik Johnson that also into the game that just got that one. Near steal, it is a steal in backcourt. This is Goodman, and he has the ball knocked away, and it goes out of bounds, but there's a foul. I think it's a foul called against Bella Vista. We'll see. Okay, we've got substitutions coming in, so it just looks like it's going to be Inderkum ball. LJ Chadwick is into the game now for Inderkum, number 22. He's inbounding the ball. Here's Chadwick. He'll launch one up from 15 and drill it. 4.2 points per game for LJ Chadwick. Another turnover for Bella Vista in backcourt. Johnson. And now another Johnson winds up with it. That's Malik Johnson. Powers to the rack. Otrotzik the rebound for Bella Vista. Simonian, he has Rickett trailing. Here's O'Neal. Wooden in the corner. Back out to Simonian. Simonian tries to drive in on the 6'10 Malik Johnson. Can't. Outlet pass taken away by Bella Vista. Simonian open. He'll launch a three. Off. Rebound right back to Simonian, who then gets fouled. Simonian. Euro step big time. Lost it, gets it back. Here's another three-point shot on the way. That one doesn't go. 1:56 to go in the opening quarter of play. 18-point lead for Inderkum. More substitutions coming in. Nicholas Fletcher in for Inderkum. Maxwell Prucher for Bella Vista. Inderkum goes like 12 deep. Fletcher. Here's Johnson. In and underneath, it goes to Devin Banks, who's in. This is Malik Johnson, back to Banks. Shane Johnson. There's actually 4 Johnsons on this team. We know 2 of them are related. In and underneath, that's Devin Banks gets his first 2 points of the game. It's a 20-point lead for Inderkum. Rickett trying to get it across midcourt. Here's Prucher. First 2 points of the game for Prucher as we approach the 1-minute mark. Prucher with the rebound on the missed shot. Wooden. Prucher once again. Wooden lost it. Loose ball, Wooden gets it back. Rickett, Otrocic for 3. That's too hard, too long. Prucher the rebound, another deuce for Maxwell Prucher. Prucher averages about 6.5 points per game. He's got 4 tonight. 16-point lead. Loose ball, back outside to Shane Johnson. And he gets it back. Fletcher, Johnson. Here's Nicholas Fletcher. He'll launch a 3 and drill it. Nicholas Fletcher averages 7.5 points per game. That's his first points of the game. 19-point lead, and Bella Vista turns it over again with 12 seconds to go. Bryce Levens now coming into the game. Wooden will come out. Chadwick, he'll pull up. Johnson the rebound. Here's Shane Johnson, and his shot will go off. That brings us to the end of the first quarter of play, 28-9 in favor of Bella Vista, or in favor of Inderkum. Welcome back to the live stream, everyone. We apologize. We've had some technical difficulties here, but we are back on. You'll notice things look a little bit different on the screen right now. Just trying to get things rolling again here due to some technical issues that we've had that we hadn't experienced before. So let's go ahead and reset where we are. 38-18, Inderkum is in the lead. And that is Jeremiah Butler at the free throw line. We will reset point totals and everything else at halftime when we get a chance to take a look at all of that and kind of regroup where we are. Right now the Broncos trailing by 20. It's kind of hovered right around that spot. Murch has it off his hands. Alley-oop and the missed dunk. There's a long pass, and Simonian had the ball leave his hands. Prucher couldn't follow, and so Inderkum back in once again, and a travel called on the Tigers. So we're under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. For the time that we were away, about the first half of the second quarter, really interesting how it just seemed to have been about an even game. Wooden's runner does not go. Prucher has it. He'll take it to the rack. And another travel called. The ball will go over to Inderkum once again. So just kind of a crazy night for Bella Vista tonight, facing this uber talented team in Inderkum. And wouldn't you know, our live stream would have to have issues too. Here's Malachi Johnson. He gets 2 points there. A 22-point lead now. Murch underneath, and he gets 2. Back the other way very quickly, and a travel is called on Malachi Johnson. That's a nice 360 by Rickett, lost it, Wooden finds it. And another turnover with Jeremiah Butler going back the other way. Tries to draw the foul, no call, but he does get the 2 points. The lead now 22. Bella Vista just not able to solve this team. And the frustration is just mounting. Substitutions for Bella Vista. Another travel called on Inderkum. There's Wood, and he's closed off there. Back to Prucher, thought about the shot. Try an entry pass into Simonian. Inderkum just happens to be everywhere. Malachi Johnson's shot does not go. Rickett back the other way. Simonian on the baseline. Back out to Rickett. He'll launch a 3 and get it. He had a timeout called, a 30-second timeout called by Inderkum. Right after that exchange of passing. It's probably the best Bella Vista has looked in terms of a sustained possession this evening. So they were able to get the they were able to kick it back out to Rickett at the top of the key for that 3-point shot. So the lead is 19 with 2:05 to go in the first half of play. As we talked about at halftime, we're going to try and regroup a little bit after the technical problems that we've had with the live stream tonight. Josiah Halliburton is into the game, number 2 for Inderkum. And that is Halliburton right now with the ball. Shane Johnson, now he finds Banks. Or check that, Chadwick. That buzzer was the 35-second shot clock. It hadn't been reset on the rebound, so no worries here. Riley Dick into the game. His pass is taken away. Here goes Malachi Johnson. He was ready to slam that home. Nice defense by Riley Dick to get a hand on the ball and then deflected off of Johnson and out of bounds. Pressure defense. Damian Rickett. Rickett all the way in to Riley Dick, and he has that one rejected. Malachi Johnson said, that's going nowhere. Check that, that's Malik Johnson. Rickett out front. Simonian Steps back. And the rebound controlled by Inderkum. Here come the Tigers. And a left-handed layup for Devin Banks is in. Trotzik back the other way. He can't get his shot to go. Inderkum back the other way. That's Sincere Hudson. Trucher, he'll launch a three. Banks or Chadwick. Here's Chadwick the other way. He'll find Banks to the baseline. Powers right into Simonian and draws the foul. That is the fourth team foul on Bella Vista. Banks will go to the free throw line. Gets the friendly roll. And he gets both of them. Trucher to the baseline. Approaching 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Looks like they're going to possibly play for one. Here's Banks for three. Just about at the buzzer. Devin Banks, the three-point shot, rounds out the scoring here in the first half of play. It is all Inderkum here tonight. They take a 49-23 lead into the locker room. So we're back underway. Inside it goes to Malachi Johnson. Rickett controls for Bella Vista. Back the other way, Inderkum once again. There's our second dunk of the night. And that's Talon Goodman who gets that one. Malachi Johnson, he'll find Butler. Butler powers to the rack and puts that one up and in. Wooden is open for three in the corner. That one's short. Buchanan controls the rebound. He's got one of the dunks tonight. Alley-oop! Butler with the rebound. And now Rickett controls for Bella Vista. Here's a Trotzik. And a missed dunk on the other end by Buchanan. Trotzik to the baseline. Closed off there. Wooden's shot doesn't go. Buchanan controls the rebound, gets through by just about everybody. Malachi Johnson underneath. Looks like we're going to get a foul called on Prucher. Bella Vista 27% shooting in the first half. 8 of 29 total. In the meantime, 43% shooting on the part of Inderkum. Malachi Johnson with one of the two free throws. And he misses the second one. Trotzik, he'll find Wooden. Merch tried to save that one, unfortunately couldn't grab the handle, and so Inderkum once again. Buchanan. Malachi Johnson's open for a three. Why not? Get a whistle, we got a foul called. Or did he step on the sideline? Oh, 10-second violation. Couldn't get it across midcourt. that pressure defense again that we talked about from Inderkum. There's Butler. He'll power it up and put it down. Inderkum is approaching a 40-point lead. And again, trouble getting the ball past the baseline. Another turnover, another 2 points for Inderkum. That's Jeremiah Butler. Petrotsik's open for three. Looks like they were trying the alley-oop again, didn't work. Sincere Hudson with the deuce. That's 4 points on the night for Sincere Hudson. Inderkum to retain possession. And Jeremiah Butler again. Looks like about 12 points for Jeremiah Butler tonight. Here's Murch on the baseline. Jumper does not go. Wooden the rebound. That one dances around and comes off. Quickly back the other way. Here is another shot. Loose ball underneath. And Buchanan puts that one up and in. Bryce Buchanan, 13 points. Simonian. He'll find Rickett. Simonian drives all the way in, draws the foul. That will be on Talon Goodman. Mikey Simonian to the free throw line. So for Simonian, just 2 points tonight, both at the free throw line. He's had a rough night from the floor tonight, too. Some substitutions coming in. You know, the one thing about Inderkum, with this very deep roster, they can sub people out. And so if they were to play a team similar to their own style, they're not going to get worn out. My gosh, they got some ups too on some of these smaller players. That was LJ Chadwick, got way above the rim. Nearly came up with the rebound. Here's Marcus Murch. Tries to find Maxwell Prucher, but off his hands and out of bounds. Quickly back the other way. Malik Johnson almost lost it. Another alley-oop attempt. That one did not go. Saved by Rickett, and Marcus Murch has it. Here's Prucher. Blocked from behind. No foul called. And Talon Goodman powers into Marcus Murch and gets the deuce. We're going to get a technical foul called. I wonder if we're going to get taunting here. Let's see what they say here. The technical foul is called against Talon Goodman of Inderkum. Probably, and again, not being on the floor to know exactly what happened, but my guess is after that basket, maybe some magic words were spoken. And Simonian cannot make either of the free throws. Bella Vista will get the ball. They are down by 44 points. Rickett drills it. 3-point shot for Rickett. Is that 4 of them for him? Four 3-pointers tonight? There's Hudson back the other way. His runner won't go. There's Simonian looking for some help. Now back to Simonian. Prucher. Nice job from Maxwell Prucher. So Prucher, that's 9 points on the night for him. Rickett the rebound. Rickett tries to weave away from the harassment. Finally does. 3-point shot does not go and will go out of bounds. Looks like it will remain with Bella Vista. Here's Simonian on the baseline. That one comes off. Malik Johnson. Here's a Trotzig with a step, waits for the defender to go by, and he puts it up and in. Nice play by Mark Trotzig. First 2 points of the game. Chadwick is back in, gives it up, gets it back, launches a 3. Inderkum will control. Max Morris seeing his first action tonight for Bella Vista. We saw a little bit of Zachary O'Neal in the first half for the Broncos. In and underneath. Malik Johnson draws a foul. But this game got out of hand real quick for Bella Vista. So I would imagine that Coach Gonzalez is going to have O'Neal rest the rest of this game. He was injured last week. He was not in the starting lineup tonight. He did play a little bit, but no sense in aggravating the injury in a game that pretty much is over. Malik Johnson will get his second free throw. Left-hander. Couple of free throws there. And a steal. And 2 points for LJ Chadwick. 41-point lead. We're probably getting into a running clock now with 1:36 to go in the third quarter. Morris. Anytime the ball is loose, it winds up in the hands of Inderkum. Chadwick with the missed dunk. A Trotzig for 3. So good transition there for Bella Vista. But yeah, I tell you what, Inderkum with this very large lead, they're just playing around at this point. So we do have a timeout here. Both teams gathering. It's a full timeout. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Go ahead and take a look at the schedule for Bella Vista. We'll talk about that during the course of the fourth quarter as well. A rough night for Bella Vista, and if you've stuck with us during the live stream, we thank you. It's been kind of a rough night for us too. We'll next be with you, by the way, a week from Friday night. The Broncos, their only Friday night home game. In league play, that is. That's a three-point shot, by the way, for Nicholas Fletcher back into the game. And again, the pressure works for Inderkum. Chadwick's shot missed. Rickett the rebound. Tries to split the double team. Malik Johnson finds the loose ball and slams it home. Krucher back the other way, over to Atrotzik. Atrotzik will launch a three and get another one. That's a couple of three-pointers here in the third quarter for Mark Atrotzik. The lead is 40. Sincere Hudson, the freshman. Chadwick the rebound, can't get it to go. Rickett the rebound, here's Prucher. Rickett, a long three-point shot as time is running out here in the third quarter. Now a half-court runner by Sincere Hudson is no good. But tomorrow night, the girls team is going to be taking on Yuba City. We're going to live stream that here at Bella Vista tomorrow night. This is a fundraiser for cancer research as well, so we will have that for you on our live stream tomorrow night. And then the next Bella Vista boys game, as we mentioned, our next live stream will be a week from Friday as the Broncos turn it over on the inbounds pass to start the fourth quarter. The Broncos' next game will be at Yuba City on Thursday. Malik Johnson, another 2 points on the baseline for the Tigers of Inderkum. Here's Rickett, he's closed off. He'll launch one free throw line extended. Malik Johnson, it's like, frankly, everything that happens through Malik Johnson right now. Hudson to the baseline, showing a lot of quicks. Hudson for three, got it. Sincere Hudson, 7 points tonight. His average is 12. There's a collision offensive foul called against Mark Atrotzik. So 2 straight road games for Bella Vista coming up in the next schedule cycle. This Thursday, the 18th at Yuba City. That's a 7:30 start, as is the game on the 24th, a week from tonight, at Roseville. It's a very close win for Bella Vista over Roseville a couple of weeks ago. In and underneath, that one to Devin Banks. He puts it up and in. Inderkum is approaching a 50-point lead. Morris. And Sincere Hudson tries for the steal there. And I can confirm for you now that we do indeed have a running clock. As the ball goes out of bounds, the clock did not stop. It will continue to run pretty much unless there's a timeout. Prucher will launch a three. Got it. Maxwell Prucher, that's his second three-pointer of the game. 12 points for Prucher. Max Morris gets a steal. 6 minutes to go, 44-point lead. Rickett all the way to the basket and draws the foul. Foul is called on Nicholas Fletcher. And Rickett will go to the line. So Rickett makes the first. He is an 81% free throw shooter on the year for the Broncos. Second one missed. Fletcher the rebound. Here comes Inderkum. Malik Johnson with a three-pointer. And Fletcher finds the rebound and puts it up and in. 45-point lead. Hudson once again. This is Banks. Banks battling Ben Campbell now into the game. Good defense on the part of Campbell, who then sets a screen. Morris is open for a three. And we'll get a foul called on Maxwell Prucher. So our next live stream will be on the 26th, Friday the 26th, here at Bella Vista. Won't be much easier for Bella Vista. They'll take on Antelope. Not quite the same level as Inderkum, but we know Antelope is pretty good as well. Treston Davis now into the game. He's the one that took that three-point shot for Inderkum. Rickett all the way in, up with the runner, gets the hoop, gets the harm. He'll go to the line. Foul will be on Josiah Halliburton. Ryan Warner is coming into the game, along with Josh Amaral. Warner will be replacing Rickett after he shoots the free throw. Presuming he makes it. He'll stay out there a little bit longer till the next dead ball. Hudson. There's Davis powering to the rack. That one goes up and in. 2:56 to go. And I tell you what, Inderkum is not letting up. Halliburton with the defensive play there, knocks it out of bounds. Bella Vista retains possession. Prucher. Here's Warner. Halliburton. And he draws the foul. Clock is continuing to run. Two free throws for Halliburton. And that is his first point of the game. This one from Halliburton is also good. Halliburton drives in once again. He'll draw the foul. 125 and counting. Warner gets called for the foul. Halliburton back to the line. This one's just about over. And with the running clock, Inderkum probably doesn't get to 100 points tonight. We'll see what happens. One of two free throws, Warner the rebound. Morris, Amaral. That one's deflected out of bounds. Clock continuing to run. Final 40 seconds to go. Here's Warner, drives to the basket, gets the rebound. Warner will put up a shot. Loose ball on the ground, fights for it, Warner very aggressive. Reverse layup is good. Ryan Warner. I'm so glad he got that. He earned every bit of that. It's a shame it's only 2 points for everything that he did. Inderkum's going to dribble this one out. This ball game, mercifully, is over. They practically double the score on Bella Vista. 90-46 is the final score. Inderkum is every bit as good as people say they are. They showed it tonight, and just an absolutely basketball clinic, if you will, put on by the Inderkum Tigers here tonight. So for Bella Vista, this was a tough one. They took it on the chin and on the shoulders and on the elbows and on the knees tonight. But you know what? The good news about all of this is it's done. That is at least until February 5th when they have to go to Inderkum. But for the Broncos, they knew going in it was going to be difficult, and it was difficult. You flush this one immediately, and the focus is on Yuba City. You're going to head off to Yuba City, take on the Honkers this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. And that's what you do. You forget about this one, and then, as you recall, just a couple of weeks ago, we had that matchup on January 3rd against Roseville. Very close, spirited victory over Roseville by Bella Vista. That could be really interesting come Tuesday night, and then we'll be back with you on the 26th as the Broncos take on Antelope. The Bronco girls team is going to be taking on Yuba City tomorrow night. This is the cancer fundraiser that will be going on at that time. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow night. We hope you'll join us for all of that. Want to also let you know that Saturday, January 27th, a special fundraiser is going on for the Bella Vista boys basketball team at Round Table Pizza. It is a watch party to watch Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. That will be at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, January 27th. It will be at Round Table Pizza, 9500 Greenback Lane in Folsom. Please mention that you are supporting the BV Boys basketball team at checkout. A percentage of the sales, including takeout orders, goes to support Bella Vista Boys basketball. But come on out. We hope you'll be able to stick around, watch the Warriors take on the Lakers on Saturday, January 27th. We're going to look at some of the final numbers here in just a bit as we get ready to close this one out. Difficult night for the Broncos as they lose this one 90-46. What are some of the positives that came out of this one for Bella Vista? Let's take a look. Damian Rickett had four 3-pointers in the game tonight. He finished with 16 points, so another double-figure performance by Damian Rickett. A nice game for Maxwell Prucher as well. He had a couple of threes and 12 points overall for Maxwell Prucher for Bella Vista. Marka Trotzik, a couple of threes himself. He finishes tonight with 8 points. So those are some of the leading scorers for Bella Vista. As we talked about balanced scoring for Inderkum, Jeremiah Butler, 8 points on the night. I'm just going down the roster here. Nicholas Fletcher, he had 8 as well. 3 points for Josiah Halliburton, all at the free throw line. 7 points for Sincere Hudson. 4 points for the leading scorer, Taylon Goodman. So there's a positive for you. Well, actually, check that. No, he had 3 free throws as well. So 7 points, but still, they held him well beneath his average. He's the leading scorer for this team. They just got scoring from other players. 4 points for Shane Johnson. 13 for Bryce Buchanan, including a couple of dunks. Malachi Johnson, 10 points for him. Treston Davis had 2. LJ Chadwick had 5. Devin Banks, 11 for Devin Banks. And Malik Johnson came off the bench to score 4 points on the night for the for the Inderkum Tigers. But that's a lot of players denting the scorebook tonight for Inderkum. Again, very athletic, great team. And we will probably see them going a long way, if you will. They made it. They took second place in the Sac Joaquin Section Division 1 last year and made it through the. I believe it was the first round of the state playoffs. Just pardon me as I grab my notes. Actually, they lost to Archbishop Reardon High School of San Francisco in the second round of the state playoffs last year. But last year's team went 28-4 and was 12-0 in the Capital Valley Conference. Inderkum is now 5-0 in the Capital Valley Conference. Bella Vista falls to 2-3. Just to look at some of the numbers, Bella Vista shot 30% from the field and 44% from the free throw line. 46% from the field for Inderkum tonight and 76 from the free throw line. As we talked about all night, Inderkum's really good. 90-46 is the final score here tonight. Again, we will be back with you a week from Friday on the 26th as the Broncos take on Antelope. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and putting up with the difficulties that we had. We want to thank John Warner, our producer, Julie Tharlson, our camera operator, and Scarlett Thompson, our statistician. This is George Tharlson. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you again on January 26th. Good night, everyone.